Hello YouTube, it's Dragon, and I'm here today with the Dominions 4 Let's Play. So this is how I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a completely random. Let's do medium. Seems fitting. I'm going to do early ages because that's where all the magic stuff is. And let's throw in 6 players maybe. Yeah, 6 works. And just to let you guys know, I'm not a pro yet. I've only played a couple of games. So even on normal AI, I may end up losing. I'm not going to do disciple mode because I feel like doing a free-for-all style. And I randomly selected our nation here as Niflheim, the Sons of Winter. I'm going to go ahead and read this. Niflheim, the land of eternal frost, was once the home of the frost giants. The Rimtasar, ancient giants who possessed godlike powers, were the undisputed rulers of the world. The giants of Jotunheim, or Jotunheim if you want to pronounce it in the ancient Viking dialect, are the descendants of the Rimtasar. From the cold glaciers in Niflheim, frost giants have emerged anew. These Nifl giants are not nearly as powerful as their ancestors, but they are stronger by far than the giants of later ages. Giants are immensely strong and resilient, but their size makes them easy targets. They are born in the cold and do not suffer from cold climates. Niflheim is ruled by several jarls, who rarely join forces. Gaigjas, old and wicked hags, serve the Nifl giants with sorcerous advice. The people of Niflheim prefer to live in very cold provinces. The icy winds of Niflheim cause the cold climate to expand beyond the dominion of the pretender god. I'll try and get into this. I'm not really doing a tutorial, but I'll probably talk about it. The race bonuses here are cold resistance. They need lots of supplies because it takes a lot to feed giants. And they prefer cold skill +3. I'll get into that in character creation. Their military consists of giants and giant infantry. Makes sense. Their magic, they like using water, blood, death, nature, astral, and some air. That's a lot. I probably am not going to be able to delve too much into that. And priests are average, it's nothing special. And their Dominion ability spreads cold. That's pretty cool because I could cause some serious havoc with that. Alright, so here is the god of Niflheim. Your main character, basically, your pretender god. So what you're trying to do is you're going to make a pretender god, and you're going to expand by conquest and dominion to try and eliminate all the influence of the other gods. Once you do that, you win, you receive godhood, and you basically become a god. Now, I don't like using dragons that often because they don't tend to get that many points, but this one starts out with 300. That seems kind of overpowered. I don't know. Just gonna read through this real quick. Okay, so that's important right there. A lot of this stuff doesn't really matter, but has some good myth in it. But every once in a while you'll stumble upon something that tells you what the unit can do in combat. And this one is a green dragon. Their skills are reduced when casting spells from paths other than nature. Since they're green, I guess nature magic makes sense. Yeah, but anyway, I'm not going to do a dragon. I'm going to do something giant. Or maybe... yeah, it only makes sense. What is this? It's not actually that good. He starts with an ice blade. Some decent armor. That's awesome right there. A parry of 6. 90 hit points. What's this? Okay, so that's like the heat from the demons. Gains power. So 11, alright. Oh. Fenrir. Whoa, what the heck? Okay, so he has some fear. Gives supply bonus. Stealthy. Okay, that's a problem. A worm. Or worm, if you prefer that. I actually prefer worm, but I say worm every once in a while. I'm not going to cut any of this video out, just for purposes of seeing what you guys want. And if you want me to cut out the whole character creation and just go ahead and start, go ahead. But I think it's actually kind of interesting looking at all these character sheets. This is a tough beast. It's not a very high defensive. Alright, well, looks like I'm gonna go with... Oh, what's this? Interesting. I like that. Really low magic, not really high research, so I can get him doing other stuff. Alright, I'm gonna go with the Bog Mummy. I've always liked using death magic. It's kind of overpowered. But, let's see here. I like water, astral, death, and blood. Some air. Since this is kind of like a warrior nation as well, I'll put 2 in construction. I'm also gonna take dormant. I don't really need a pretender god right at the start. But this going on right here, if you have a priest that blesses your sacred units, which I'll show those off later if I have any. I should, anyway. They get a +1 to morale, +2 defensive skill, +2 reinvigoration, which I don't actually know what that does. So I might not do anything with that. Undying +5, I think gives them +5 HP. No. Undying's like a perk. I think that makes him live longer. I'm not sure. Again, I say I'm no pro at this. +2 strength gives them more damage. And this is important here. This is what your Dominion's going to transform into. Whether you want it to be lucky or unlucky, productive or slothful, cold or warm, growth, or is it all just destroyed? I like putting a couple points into growth and productivity because that gives you tons of bonuses. And weird. I might change that though, because I want to get a good Dominion too. Strong god makes for more influence, which is important in this game. But so is this. This gives you magic sites, which gives you gems that allow you to cast ritual spells. Let's see here. I want 1 productivity. I didn't know they did that. +1 research. Might just take that. I could change something here. I never really liked death magic. It's all summoning demons, and that's about it. But it's giving me the strength +2, so I want to keep that. I'm already dormant, which means that I'm not going to start with him, so I think this is the best I'm going to get right now. As sad as it sounds. You know what, screw it. There we go. Can't do anything here, of course. People just disrespect the whole busy icon sometimes. Let me go ahead and answer him. Alright, I think this is good. Yep. That's what we're gonna do. Alright, so let's go ahead and put a name, and let's properly name this guy. Yes, all praise Dragon, the great and mighty. I got a Steam message, so I'm going to answer that again real quick. Alright, so the map's done. They drew it all up. It's all part of the randomization. I have no clue what this map's going to look like, but hopefully it'll suit more to our cold territory. And you'll get these 2 same messages at the start of every game. It's nothing special, it's just some background information. If you want to read this, go ahead and pause the video. I'll give you a couple of seconds. But I'm not going to read that because I don't feel like doing it. And this is what the game looks like. And it's a scrolling map, apparently. I didn't know I had that selected. Anyway, so this is our main little capital right here. Look at those bit textures. I love it. And if you're a guy that only looks at textures for a game, you need to branch out a little bit. I'm just gonna say that right now, because you can have some terrible textures in a game and it be beautiful. But I'm going to start out by looking at our units and reading about their abilities and whatnot. And I'll even talk about combat a little bit. I'm not entirely sure how it all works, but I'm pretty sure I know how most of it works. Anyway, starting with our main unit. That is super expensive. 20 gold, 17 resources. Anyway, the Jotun Militia. I thought it was Niflheim. Whatever. So it costs 20 gold, 17 resources. Super tanky. 30 HP is ridiculous. The average you'll see is probably around 10. 18 strength is 8 over human average. Attack, skill, and defense are less. Protection 13's pretty good. I guess for a militia, that's fine. Magic resistance, I don't actually look at that too often. 10 morale's basic, 10 precision's basic. 2 speed, I believe, is basic. Anyway, the Jotun axe. You have the length, the attack, and the damage. The length allows you to, what's the word? Not reflect. I don't think it says it in here. Anyway, it's kind of like a block. If you have a longer weapon, you have a chance to block an enemy attack before it even hits you. And then that takes into account your protection and your defense skill, and then your shield parry as well. But the attack is your base attack value. And then your damage is the weapon's damage plus your strength. So the axe does 7, the strength of 18, makes it 25. He's also wearing armor, which is kind of rare for militia units, which is why I think this is going to work out pretty well on my side. Besides the fact these guys are ridiculously overpriced. Total 13. I think it's the average between these. 13's not that good. I think the average you'll see on an infantryman is 10. I might say that right here. Yeah, light infantry have 3 to 10, and knights have like 20 or more. So 13's pretty much average. Again, the shield... Sorry about that. The shield parry works like the length. It allows you to block the attack before it even hits you, which is pretty awesome. And it's really light armor. It's only a 1 encumbrance. These guys could fight for a pretty long time. And then right there in the little flavor text, as Tokshin said, I'm really getting into his videos. He's a good YouTuber. Plays this game a lot and is way better than me, so if you want to go watch him, feel free. But if you're willing to learn as I learn, that's great, and go ahead and keep watching. Anyway, it says that due to their size, they have problems with more than one unit attacking them at a time. And onto the spearmen. Wow, that's a big step up. And they got better attack skill, better defense, better protection. Overall, it's a better unit for the same price. Right? Oh, no, the other one's 20 gold. So for 10 gold more, we get a much better unit. I've always loved spearmen, but I love axes more. So, a little less protection and defense and attack. You get an axeman and a javelin. It's a range of 20. It's not very accurate, nor does it do a lot of damage. That's an okay unit. More of a skirmisher. These guys are ridiculous. I don't actually like them. They have a range of 6, and all they do is throw rocks. And then if they get engaged in melee, they attack with their axe. Other than that, they have a terrible defense skill of 5. That's ridiculously low. Then we're getting into the tougher units, the more elites. The Huskarl. Length of 3, damage of 27. Okay, so it's a little bit better. Better protection. That's about average. Nothing really special there. High morale. 13 morale is pretty good. And they're wearing more iron than leather, which is pretty sweet. The parry force shield's not bad either. Spearmen, not expecting anything special here. That's weird. 10, 12, 10, 12, okay. Oh, sorry about that. These guys are the swordsmen. Long swords. 3 is not bad. 16 protection. Good defense skill, look at that. Parry force shield, wearing all iron. This guy looks pretty awesome. the Nephil Giants. And wow, 66 HP. They also have chill, protection from ice. Alright, here's my sacred unit. So I was talking about these earlier, and based on the skills that I picked, if I have a priest in the group with these guys leading the charge, the priest can cast Blessing, and he'll get all the benefits from those bless attributes in the character creation. Leather, though, I'm kind of turned away by that. That's not good. I don't know. These guys look cool. If I'm right, yeah, these guys can change into a werewolves called skin shifters. I remember reading about those on the actual werewolf card. Let's see here. Again, nothing really special. High morale, though. Alright, and we will head to the commanders now. The scout, your basic scout, stealth 40, spear, javelin, nothing that special. It's got 12 attack skill. That's better than most infantry. And here's our basic level 1 commander that is also sacred. That's cool. Has a long sword, iron armor, good attack, good defense, high strength. This guy looks impressive. He's actually a priest and he's sacred. That's awesome. Other than that, there's nothing different from the other guy. The goad is a level 2 priest. Much higher damage. It's -1 attack skill. -3 protection. Huh. That's not good. Alright, now we're getting into our wizards and that guy. This is a pretty good wizard, actually. Armor, which is rare. You don't usually see armor on a wizard. Quarterstaff is natural. It's nothing special there, but their strength bonus makes it deadly. They almost have combat stats like the actual giants, but they're 2 levels in water, 2 levels in blood, and they have a random skill from either of these paths. But you're only going to get 1. So I could potentially have a good mix of magic abilities. They also have a research ability of 15, which is, I think, natural. And they're shape changers as well. That's cool. I expect more from these, and I am wrong. These are actually worse. But they get more magic. These are more of our mages. Oh. Wow, okay. That's pretty sweet. Wow, he's 330 years old. That's impressive. Research 15. There's 2 random magic skills here, with the chance of a 3rd one, but it's only 10%. But that's still powerful for a basic mage. Could be level 3 in I think any of these. Yeah. That's pretty powerful. It apparently slaps people. Wow, with a shrink ability. Interesting. Okay. And our final guy, the Nephil Jarl, is actually a mage as well. Excuse me. Again, with full leather, but This guy's wearing an iron cap and an ice aegis, which gives him the protection of 16. Super high def skill. A lot of HP, a lot of strength. Wicked expensive. But he's a level 2 priest, he's sacred, with a 17 research ability, and a 100% chance and a 10% for either of those. Which means that he could have level 3, or level 4 in water, and level 3 in death, with a 10% chance to add to either of those. Which level 4 in water is pretty powerful. Alright, now that that's all done, I'm going to go ahead and do the first turn, and that will be the end of the first video. Yep. Let's get some, as many of those I can get. Well, I think that's all I could do for this turn. At least for right now. I'm gonna hit and we get a couple of proclamations. Prophets, and I'm guessing this one's a prophet as well. Alright. Well, see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.